Serie A Predictions League is back for a final time before the international break. Imagine, we're 3-4 months into the season and we've already had bloody 3 international breaks. But the good news is, like the silver lining, is the fact that after this international break, we're talking 4-5 months of non-stop football. Brother, the goal, 30k. By the end of those 5 months, I better be on 30k. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. How are we having more comments than likes? Anyways, now there's just a few things that we need to address. Number one, some of you guys might be looking at the leaderboard and thinking, listen, Haj, you haven't updated my scoreboard. I've spent the whole of today editing, going through the comments, doing the leaderboard. I don't know what was going on with YouTube, my end, but YouTube wasn't showing me all of the comments. So there's a lot of you guys where you guys are in the leaderboard. You guys are active, but whenever I would search for your comment in the comments, it just wouldn't come up, even though I know it's there, if you know what I mean. I don't know what was going on with YouTube. Like, it was only showing me 75% of the comments. I'm not deleting your comments. I truly don't know what was going on. Please either pop me a message on Instagram or pop it into the comments like, Haj, I should have got X amount. I'm trusting every single one of you guys. If not, I can always go and check how many points you really got. I think it might have just been a glitch for today. So that's number one. Number two, please, 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 don't be changing your usernames. Do not be changing your usernames, because it makes it so difficult for me to now have to, 1, merge your points, 2, go and delete the other name from the leaderboard. Please, just stick to the name that you started with, because it just makes my life so much more easier. Now that we know all of that, let's get into the leaderboard. First place, we got Massimo, the new king of town. He's first. Second, Jolo, who was first last week. Third place, King Medicine. I don't know how he's doing it. I do not know how he's doing it. He was 9th last week, and now he's 3rd. But to be fair, listen, kudos to him. He had himself an amazing week. 4th place, Laverda. 5th place, Cayu-chan. 6th place, Mohamed Azan. 7th, Stein. 8th, Simo Freestyle. 9th, Sneaky Ninja. And 10th, Tactical Banter. In 11th, we go Wobbly Deer. In 12th, yours truly. I've had 2 amazing weeks. In 13th place, Bjorn Van Dijk. In 14th place, Samuel Kent. 15th, Abdullah Abid. 16th place, Rawashad. 17th, Alfonso Cafiso. 18th place, Gyalf. 19th place, Ibrahim Adam. And 20th place, Ollie Woodley. Yeah, the same Ollie Woodley, which was top. Ollie was top 2-3 weeks ago. But last week, he missed the video. I don't know how you guys missed the video. Like, if you're subscribed, you should know every Friday the Predictions League comes out. He missed it. And he's genuinely dropped from the top half into the bottom half. Hermano, do not miss this week, or else you will most likely be out of the top 20. Because I feel like last week, a lot of people had good weeks. I'm talking 9 after 9 after 9. Somebody got 10 points. Somebody got 8, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I feel like the fixtures were maybe too easy, or maybe they were just like so easy to predict. But the gap is getting massive, I must say that. So when it comes to this week's fixtures, we have the Turin derby, Juventus versus Torino. We have Parma versus Milan. We have Bologna versus Napoli. We have Inter versus Lazio. Now, it's only right we start off with my predictions, and then you guys can go into the comments. Maybe you guys should listen to me, because you know what it is? I've been on a roll lately. So maybe you guys need my advice. Maybe you guys need my help. Maybe you guys should copy my predictions. Anyway, let's start off with Juventus Torino. I think Juve looked really good against Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, the result wasn't there. The scoreline wasn't in their favour. But for me, when a new coach walks in, focus on the performances before you focus on the scorelines. Because on another day, you get the scorelines, but the performances aren't there. And then after a month, the honeymoon period comes to an end. And that's when everybody sits down and starts to assess the performances. When in reality, the performances were never there from game week 1. You know what I mean? I think Spalletti is like, he's chopping and changing. You could see it, like, especially when you look at the amount of substitutions that he done against Sporting Lisbon, the amount of players that he rolled the dice on, Miretti, Adzic, Zegrova, who literally played once under Tudor. I think he's going to be given a lot of players opportunity. I think at the moment, Spalletti, rightfully so, doesn't know his best starting 11. And I think because of that, you're not really going to see like fluid Juve. Bearing in mind, like, he's only been here for what, less than a week. When it comes to the game against Torino, I think are unbeaten in their last 4 games. They beat Napoli. Listen, it's a derby. When it's a derby, all form goes out of the window. Players play for the occasion. I still look at Juve and think home soil, like, you could see, like, there's an element of the feel-good factor, like, whether it's in the stadium, like, you look at the resurgence of Vlahovic. I'm going to go 2-1 for Juve in this game, even though One part of me really feels like it's going to be a tough game and it might end as a draw. I'm going to go 2-1 for Juve. Parma, Milan, funnily enough, I think out of all the games on the weekend, that is the game that I'm looking forward to the most. Why? I think Parma, fair enough, like when you look at them in the league table, they're not really doing anything amazing. I've watched 4 Parma games this season, and I must tell you guys, that coach is a top tier T. Can't say the word, but he is a triple T. Like, it's the word that begins with T, it ends with T. It's the word that a lot of people use to label people like Allegri, like Diego Simeone. Like, this dude doesn't play football. Even though I think they're so aggressive off the ball. Like, Parma are a good team, and I'll be honest, going to Parma, that ground is not easy. Like, that's a very, very, very difficult place to go to. Like, these dudes troubled the life out of Como just a few weeks ago. I still look at, like, I'll be so honest with you guys, this is one of those games where I really think it can end 1-0. It can even end as a draw because I think it's a very difficult round to go to. But I'll be honest with you guys, like Milan, I feel like the feel good factor has always been there. There were a few banana skins where they drew back-to-back games, but I think the win against Roma was massive. I feel like it was massive. Like, it gave them that boost that they needed. Like, it gave them that self-belief, which maybe was beginning to, like, depreciate after, like, I don't know, 1-2 draws against Atalanta and Pizza. But now, I think Milan will definitely go back to winning ways. They will end game week 11 on a high. I've got them winning 2-0 against Parma. Bologna, Napoli. Listen, I saw a comment. I'm so sorry I couldn't reply back to it. I saw a comment last week which said, is he a Napoli hater? Bro, I'm not a Napoli hater in the slightest, I'll be honest with you. I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced by Napoli this season. Like, even the other day against Frankfurt in the Champions League, like, I watch Napoli and I genuinely do not see a team where in any department of the field, it's ticking, it's working, it's penetrative. Like, I'll be real, I don't even think Conte knows his best starting 11. I feel like at the start of the season, Conte was trying to fit in as many big names as possible. But listen, too many chefs in the kitchen result in a shit meal. And I just look at them at the moment and, like, I'm not going to say there's a crisis. I'm not going to say there's a civil war in Naples. But I feel like after the international break, there's a lot of eyes on Napoli. There's a lot of eyes on Conte. 1, to secure Champions League minimum, a playoff position. 2, maybe to, like, pick up some form in the Serie A because they win some games, then they drop off. They win some games and then they drop off. Funnily enough, I think Vincenzo Italiano will beat them. Bologna, for me, I didn't really have the highest of expectations for them this season because I feel like they got rid of so many players in the summer. Bologna, every single week they win. They just keep winning. I think they're unbeaten in all competitions in their last, like, 6-7 games. Orsolini is scoring. Castro is scoring. Lucchini's gone back to the same guy he's always been. I'll be real. Bologna, it's a tough place to go to. And I feel like Napoli aren't going there full of confidence. I'm going to take a gamble on this one. I'm going to go 1-0 Bologna. And then Inter, Lazio. What was the scoreline last season when Inter played Lazio? Was it 5-0, 6-0? I'll be real. If I'm Sarri, like, with a lack of recruitment, I might just walk out of this project. They beat Cagliari last week. I think with this one, smooth sailing, easy for Inter. Like, I think Lazio will trouble them. Like, Lazio is a team that still has quality. They're still managed by a good coach. But I'll be honest with you, like, Kivu at the San Siro, like, Inter, the fact that he's practically rotated and rested more than, like, half his team for the game again, is it Kairak in the Champions League? I think this one will be smooth sailing for Inter. I'm predicting a 2-0. These are my predictions. Listen, I'm 12th at the moment, but I'm a humble guy. I'm coming for 5th. So whoever's 5th, watch your back. And then after 5th, I'm coming for 1st. Mark my words. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on another one.